Welcome back to my channel, and a special welcome if you're new here. My name is Jen, and this is Jen Clayton Beauty. We do everything beauty and makeup, and that includes tutorials, new eyeshadow palettes. Eyeshadow is my favorite makeup, along with highlighter, and I am so excited about this palette. I didn't even talk about this in my new makeup releases because I ordered it before I filmed and just honestly forgot to include it, but I'm really excited about the brand new palette from Beauty Bay. And that's this beauty right here called Botanical. Now, Beauty Bay makes amazing eyeshadow formulas, matte shimmers, absolutely stunning and beautiful. And this palette is like $25. Super affordable. As soon as I saw the color story of this, I said, come to mama. It is everything that I wanted for this kind of grungy spring, could even go into fall and winter palette. It's absolutely beautiful. We have quite a few neutral shades. We have cool tones, we have warm tones, we have a pop of green, a pop of gray, a pop of pinky, orangey. We've got just this random deep dark purple and this kind of random duochrome light blue gray shimmer. It's random, but it's random in a really good way. Everything is curated really beautifully together. They actually laid out the palette to make it really easy to use and to formulate an eye look. You could do the upper quad of green. You could do the end quad of gray. We've got this more neutral quad, this more orange brown leaning quad, and then this row right here, this last row, these four shades would make an absolutely beautiful look. So if you have a hard time figuring out what mattes and shimmers to pair together, Beauty Bay has put them really nicely into little quads in the palette. Like I said, their formula is really good, and the palette is so affordable. So I'm excited to see if this is the typical really good Beauty Bay formula. So if you're excited to see me create a look with the brand new Beauty Bay Botanical palette, give this video a big thumbs up. Again, subscribe if you're not, turn your bell on because I upload lots and lots of new videos every single week. I will link the palette down below for you, as well as my favorite beauty subscription boxes, all of the makeup that I'm wearing in today's video if you would like to shop the completed look, discounts to my favorite indie brands, and come follow me on TikTok for more beauty and makeup. So let me zoom you in and let's get started creating a look with the Botanical palette. I am first going to prime my eyes with my MAC Paint Pot and Painterly. I always use an eyeshadow primer. I never do a look without it. I feel like it keeps my shadows in place, prevents creasing, really just helps with true opacity of the matte, the sparkle of the shimmers. I love an eyeshadow primer, and the MAC Paint Pot and Painterly is my go-to. Now, we really just have so many beautiful shades in this palette, and I talked about how this palette is laid out in quads, and then this row right here would create a really cohesive look. So I think what I want to do is show you how to use the palette in the quads. And I am really intrigued by this last row right here. We have this kind of light pinky skin colored matte, and then we've got this deep dark purple matte, and these two shimmers are just unique and different. There is some multi-chromes in here, duochromes in here, and then just some really beautiful sparkly shades. So I'm again going to focus on the four shades here. That's what it's designed to create a cohesive look, and then I'll probably pop something else fun on the lower lash line, like maybe this dark green or something fun. But I am going to pick up the matte called Dune, which is, like I said, that kind of pink leaning bone colored matte. And I'm going to use that as my transition shade. And I am going to build that up in the crease and above the crease to add some, so you can actually see the matte. This is the only matte I want to put in my crease. So it's my transition shade, but it's also my crease shade. And I am popping that just a little bit above my crease because I do have hooded eyes. So I do want to be able to see Dune with my eyes open. So this is going on like a dream. For a light matte, it is so pigmented, blendable. It's just applying beautifully. And like I said, you can see it just subtly, but you can see that little pop of pink, purple kind of leaning of this matte. It is so beautiful, super pigmented. Already the typical Beauty Bay formula. And then I'm picking up Eggplant, which is the deep dark purple. It is so pretty. I mean, so beautiful. I love a good eggplant purple. And I'm going to pop that on my outer portion of my eye to deepen it up. But because I only have the one shade in my crease, I'm actually going to pull this over a little bit further than I normally would with that outer corner shade. I'm going to pull that over about 1/3 of the way onto my lid. And you can see that I just kept it in the crease. I didn't go above the crease because I do still want to see that shade Dune popping out above that eggplant shade. I will tell you, and I always say that purples are hard to formulate. They can be really patchy, and this is beautiful. It's eggplant, it's deep, it's dark, it's grungy, it's layering beautifully on top of Dune. I actually really, really like this shade. Then I'm going to go back into Dune and just use that lightly to blend out the edges of the shade Eggplant. Now, similar to my MAC Paint Pot and Painterly, I always use the NYX glitter glue on my lid for my shimmers. It really, I'm telling you, makes a huge difference. And I do have a lot of fine lines and wrinkles on my eyes, on my lid, and it just helps keep the shimmers from creasing. And again, between that and the MAC Paint Pot, you just get the really true sparkle and opacity of those shimmers, and of course of the mattes. Now I'm going to do one shimmer with my finger, one with a brush as always. So we're going to start with the darker shimmer called Amazon. Look how pretty that is. It's green, purple, blue. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And I'm actually going to put that on the outer 3/4 of my lid. Wow, that is so pretty. I love how green forward it is. It actually makes me really happy because I think I am going to pop that dark green matte on my lower lash line, and that'll just kind of tie everything together. I mean, look how beautiful that is. Wow, I'm beyond impressed. And then the other shimmer in that row that kind of creates that cohesive look is called Lightning, and I'm going to pick that one up on a brush. This is kind of a pencil style brush, and I'm going to pop that on the inner portion of my lid, about the inner third, just the small little opening left over from that shade Amazon. How pretty that is. It is like this blue silver. It's really hard to explain. It's very unique. Actually, both of these shimmer shades in this palette are very unique. Now look how all of that pairs together. So again, that was this outer row that's set up to cohesively create a look. Now, of course, you can bounce around, pick whatever you want. We are gonna bounce around a little bit actually, because I'm really drawn to this kind of purple black based duochrome. It may even be a multi-chrome. It looks like it shifts from purple to green, maybe to gold. And that shade is called Quartz. So I'm going to pick that up on my brush, and I'm just going to pop it on the outer portion. Wow, that is beautiful. Of my eye closest to that deep eggplant matte, just to add a little more depth, but give me a little bit of sparkle. Look how absolutely beautiful that is. I'm kind of speechless, honestly. And then I'm picking up the green matte. I gotta do it. It's called Myrtle, and I'm going to buff that on my lower lash line. Ooh, I love this. This is green teal. It's got a little bit of teal, which actually pairs really nicely with the shimmer shades that I use. And I am going to go back into that quartz, that kind of black-based multi-chrome. It's actually a multi-chrome, and buff that on top. That's going to diffuse it out, smoke it out, but also pull in a little more purple so that we're tying in that eggplant matte. And then for inner corner highlight, I'm using the shade Savannah. This is kind of a silvery, pinky, white shade, and I'm going to pop that on my inner corner. Okay, Beauty Bay. Okay, I see you, Beauty Bay. So here is the completed look. Let me go ahead and do liner, mascara, a lippy, put myself together for the day, and I'll be back to show you the look up close and share my first impression thoughts on Botanical. So here is the finished look with the Beauty Bay Botanical palette. I love this palette. I absolutely love it. I think the outside packaging of it is really nice, and the mirror inside, beautiful. Nice big mirror, especially if you want to take this palette for travel. Again, I love the color story of this. It is more on the grungy kind of fall leaning side, but I actually like that. I mean, the look that I created is light and bright and airy, and it could be definitely used for summer, spring, and really there's no time of year for certain eyeshadow palettes or certain eyeshadow colors. But it does give me that little bit more of a grungy vibe, which I love. I very, very much appreciate the little quads and just how Beauty Bay has laid this out to make it so easy to create a cohesive eye look. And like I said, we used this last row right here and got an amazing look. And then I popped in a few of the other shades to show you some different shimmers, show you some different mattes. Everything performed beautifully. I absolutely love my look. I love it. I love the deep dark purple in the outer corner. The shimmers, I mean, the shimmers are spectacular. spectacular. The duochromes, the multichromes, even just the sparkly shimmers. It's a beautiful palette, and it's a palette that I can see myself reaching for a lot. There's so many different looks that you can create. There's 5 looks just built into the palette by using the quads, and then not to mention just mixing and matching the shades that you like. So this is incredible. The price of this cannot be beat. Like I said, it's right around $25. It came within about a week or so of me ordering it. I can't wait to see what Beauty Bay releases. I actually own, I think, every single palette they've released in the past, and I love them. I use them all the time. I reach for them a lot. Really, really nice quality, really affordable price. Again, I will have it linked down below for you. But if you like this color story, you will not be disappointed in the quality. It's really, really good. So if you enjoyed today's video, give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not, turn your bell on, because I upload lots and lots of new videos every single week. And of course, in the description box at the top, I will have the Beauty Bay Botanical palette, as well as my favorite beauty subscription boxes, all of the other makeup that I'm wearing today if you would like to recreate this look. And I will say I'm wearing the Wet n Wild Skin Tint. Gorgeous. I've been wearing that so much this summer. It's like $8. It's amazing. It'll of course be linked down below as well. You'll find discounts to my favorite indie brands, and come follow me on TikTok for more beauty and makeup. 1 million out of 10. Love, love, love. Cannot wait to play with this again.